Hey folks, here OS Reviews. You're watching our video review of the DBPower Mini LED projector. This is a tiny little projector that's about the same size as your hands, actually. You can take with you when you're traveling. It's crafted out of plastic, so very lightweight, and comes in 4 different colors that you can select from. It has an HDMI input, so you can use it to hook up to a smartphone, a tablet, a computer, or a laptop, and then you can give presentations, slideshows, watch movies, browse the web, and take with you when you're traveling. So very nice. It's also very inexpensive. It retails for just $60 online at Amazon.com and also through DBPower's website. Taking a look at the functionalities, there's also a generic AV input for standard resolution video, a USB input so you can plug in a thumb drive and play back your images and videos that way. Focusing is done by the lens, you can simply twist that back and forth. There's also a built-in speaker for watching videos, so pretty nice. There is no HDMI cables included, so you do need to get that by yourself. It comes in the 4 colors, the white, the black, gold, and blue, and we have the black version here for review purposes, and this is kind of the packing size there. It uses LED technology, which lasts a bit longer than your traditional projector as well, so you don't have to change the bulb out until quite a while, which is going to be good. And you can also get it in the US plug version. It also comes in a European version if you want to get it in Europe. Shipping is pretty fast. We got this within 3 days or so. And inside of the box itself, you have the projector. You have a AV cable that's included. Again, no HDMI cable. And there also is an instruction manual printed in full color in both Chinese as well as in English. So you can take a look at how it actually works and the menu UI when accessing the various features. There's also a remote that's included. Projector unit itself. As you can see, it's very glossy. It tracks quite a bit of fingerprints and also scratches and dust. So you do need to clean it regularly to prevent it from getting really dirty. With that being said, it looks pretty classy and much more expensive than the price really is. You can see on the sides, you have all the ports actually labeled, which is quite nice. You have access to a full-sized SD slot for playing back media directly, an AV port for video input, a USB port there. There's also the IR port, which receives the communication with the remote. It needs to be in direct line, otherwise the signal will be lost. On the back, there's a VGA output for computers. There's also that HDMI port, a DC input for the power, and a 3.5mm headphone jack if you don't want to use the built-in speakers on this projector. The very front features just the lens and a lens protector, and you simply focus by twisting the lens back and forth, and it works rather nicely. The front also features some ventilation grills to prevent any heat from accumulating on the actual projector unit. As far as performance is concerned, it doesn't really get too hot either when being turned on, which is good, and so it remains fairly cool during operation. There's a lot of grills on the sides for heat to dissipate, which is always a plus, and there's a bit of a warranty that you can get from the manufacturer as well. So some basic information on the back. There's also this feet on the sides. Unfortunately, you can't really adjust the actual orientation of the projector, so you can't tilt it upwards or downwards. So in order to get a different angle, you kind of have to set different books underneath or tilt it upwards using your hands. So it's not as fancy as a larger projector in that sense. The remote control is very nicely designed. 5-way navigation toggle, play, pause, stop, volume control, skip tracks for your different media, and that also works relatively nicely. So taking a look at the size, if we do a quick size comparison, I have a 9.7-inch tablet and HP touchpad. You can see how it absolutely dwarfs this projector by comparison. And compared to something like a iPhone 6, you can see how it's also roughly the same size, so it's definitely portable and easy. We have the projector connected to an Android smartphone, the LG G Flex, using the HDMI connection. You can see that it actually fares relatively well. The image quality itself isn't too bad, and colors are fairly accurate. With that being said, it's not HD quality at all. There's definitely some pixelation and some nuances that aren't as good as a more higher end projector would be. With that being said, it's definitely feasible for watching YouTube videos and also for basic web browsing and playing some games on the go. The screen size here on the wall is roughly 60 inches, so it's actually pretty good in terms of the size, and the brightness is definitely acceptable as well. You do need to have the lights turned on and turned down, however, in order to enjoy content. The speaker on the projector is actually pretty loud as well. You can definitely hear the sound if you're playing back your videos and also your movies, in addition to your games. It's not as good as a fully stereo sounding pair of speakers, but it still will work, and it does the job again for most tasks. So over here we have a web browser open as well. You can see the text is a bit pixelated, but you can definitely focus. I'm going to twist the lens, and you can see how it gets more fuzzy, and then you can also change it to be a little bit more clear, so it depends on how you want to see it. And you can definitely see the pixelation, especially if you zoom all the way in on the wall there. It definitely seems a bit more pixelated than a fully HD projector. With that being said, text is readable, it's feasible, you can pinch in and out, and the experience is lucid and responsive. It's relatively even as well for the lighting. So overall, as far as image quality goes, it's not too shabby. It's not the best either. That with the lights turned on in our room, this isn't a very bright light, the image quality washes out considerably, so make sure you are in a darker environment when using this projector.
so not very bright in terms
Today
of
we
the
think that
lumens
the
count.
DBPower mini LED projector is an interesting kit. It performs nicely, not as great as a higher end projector of course, but it's small, compact, easy to carry around, and offers a ton of connection ports along the sides of the unit itself. It's well built, and also it's very, very inexpensive. To check out more details about this unit, please read our full review. This has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.